friends, I'm sorry for looking so bedraggled today. Welcome back to the channel. Feeling pretty lousy today again. Don't seem to be getting over this cold, do I? Anyway, never mind, enough about my cold. I'm sure you're sick of hearing about it. Now today, it's everything turmeric or turmeric, however you prefer to say it. We love turmeric in this house. When we start feeling a bit overtired or drained or run down or a bit of a tummy bug or something like that, what we tend to do, I've been doing this for a couple of years now. My husband loves this drink before he goes to bed. Excuse me. It helps him sleep. Helps me sleep, being a milky drink. It's an Indian recipe and it's a well-known recipe. So I wanted to share it with you today so that you can make this dry mix up yourself and just have it there on the shelf for when you need it. Now then, just bear with me for a second because I can't find my little jar. 1 second.
A few moments later.
Jar. This is what I've had the last lot in. Probably. Just about to see that. Now then, it's called turmeric milk, it's called golden milk. There's lots of different names for it. We just call it golden milk in our house. And I'm going to show you the recipe today. So you're going to want, I will write the recipe down below in the description box, in the show more. If you just click on that, the recipe will come up. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to get a little glass jar is the best. If you've only got plastic, that's fine. I just like to keep things in glass jars because I just think it's better. Personal preference. But you're going to get 2 tablespoons of turmeric. Like this. So that. Pop it in the jar. Sorry for clattering. Try not to do that too much. That's your turmeric. I'm just looking at my menu, at my recipe because I always forget. You want 2 teaspoons of ginger. Let's grab my teaspoon. Pop 2 teaspoons of ginger in there. Just on my last of the ginger, hubby has nipped out. So I've just sent in a text message. Please, can you get me some more ginger? I've just realised. This one who has a pantry so she doesn't run out of ginger. Ground ginger. You want a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. So pop a teaspoon of ground cinnamon in there. And then you want, oh excuse me, a quarter of ground cloves. I couldn't get ground cloves in any of the supermarkets around here for weeks, if not months. So I bought some whole cloves and just ground them up myself. It's quite disturbing how little there is in the supermarkets these days. Stock is shocking. Quarter of a teaspoon of the ground cloves. That's lovely. And pepper, freshly ground black pepper if you can. I'm just using this now for quickness. Quarter of a teaspoon of ground black pepper. What the black pepper does, it helps with the absorption of the turmeric in your system, in your body. It's really, really great. And then all you're going to do is pop your lid on and give it a really good shake. Then all you want to do when you come to make some at night, just for somebody who's not feeling very well, is you get 1 teaspoon of this lovely mixture in a pan with 1 cup, measuring cup of milk. You bring that milk up to a gentle simmer, whisking the turmeric milk, the turmeric mixture in with that milk, whisking it. It'll look like a dirty sort of brownie colour at first, but once it's ready, it will turn golden. It's absolutely beautiful, rich golden colour. That's when you know it's ready to drink. Pour it into a cup, a drinking cup, and enjoy that before you go to bed. It is a wonderful, wonderful, soothing, comforting drink. Yes, it's spicy. It's a bit like, you know, like your Christmas spices. But it really is very, very good for you. It really does help you when you're not feeling very well. Now then, let me get this lot cleared away. I had put the turmeric into a little cup so that I could scoop it out quickly. So I'm just going to move these out of the way for now so I can show you the next stage of these mixed vegetables that I dehydrated yesterday. I wanted to leave them so where they were so I could show you what I'm doing. Now then, I said to you yesterday, I'm not going to grind the vegetables up. I'm just going to grab a funnel. I won't be a minute.
A few moments later.
I'll get there eventually, won't I? One of these days, you might see a video that's been actually professionally put together. But don't hold your breath. So, jar. Now, when I bought these jars from Amazon, the bowl jars, they come with the metal ring and the seal lid. I've put that away for when I'm going to start pressure canning. I want to save those lids. I don't want to damage the seals on them in any way. I want to save them because they're expensive to buy. So just for this project, I'm just going to use a screw-on lid. Now these are airtight. You want something that's airtight, but this is what I'm going to put the mixed veg in. So yesterday when I was saying goodbye to you, I said the mixed veg, this is what it's reduced to when it's dried out. Tiny, tiny, tiny. So all I'm going to do, try and move you down, just bear with. Ooh, there we go. Hello. There you go. Let's see what I can show you. Now this tripod is about to collapse, so I have to be very careful. Get the jar, get the little funnel, and then pop the dried veg, mixed veg, into the jar as carefully as I can, because you guys know how clumsy I am. Here we go. Now that's just one sheet. I've got the rest in the dehydrator that I need to empty out, but they'll all go in this jar. Okay, and then what I'll do, move you back up again. Sorry if I'm knocking you dizzy. There we go. What I shall do, there, is when I fill this jar up, I will do what I say about conditioning, just like with the mushroom powder and the kale and the spinach and everything. I will do that every day for a week to make sure it's not sticking to the jar. Pop a dehydrating sachet in, and then it's good to put in a cupboard. If it's airtight, pretty airtight, in a dry, dark, cool cupboard, that would last you for a few years. It really would. It'd be good for a few years with that. I don't store mine that long because I use it. Now, the other day I said to you, I'm just going to keep them whole like this, and I'm going to rehydrate them when I pop them into stews, casseroles, soups, whatever. Now, you can rehydrate them just in water, and you just use them as a normal side dish like you would with any vegetables. You know, if whatever tea you're making. They don't rehydrate and cook as well like that. They are better in soups and stews. But that's nothing to stop you using them still as a side dish, just as they are. Excuse me. So basically that's all we do. Now the next one I'm going to be doing is frozen onions, but it's exactly the same method. The frozen diced onions, or the frozen sliced onions, whichever. The beauty about using frozen onions is it doesn't smell your house out so bad. When you're chopping fresh onions and dehydrating them, you really need to have your dehydrator outside because it's such a strong smell. So with using the frozen ones that you buy at the supermarket, it's an inexpensive way of doing it as well, because they tend to be a lot cheaper than buying fresh onions and doing it that way. It just seems to be a bit more of a frugal exercise. But what I would say is, excuse me, what I would say is when I've harvested my onions in August, September time, I will be doing them fresh, and I will choose a dry day so that I can put my dehydrator outside and do them outside. And then that won't smell the house out, because it really does seep into the walls. It's not good. Not good. So that's really the process for that, and the process for the wonderful golden milk recipe. This will be used up very quickly in our household. We just love it, and I hope you do too. Let me know. I mean, I think most people do have these ingredients, the cinnamon and the turmeric and that. So if you do have those ingredients and you're not having to go out and buy them specially, put that mix together and let me know how you get on with it. It's an interesting drink, and it does help when you're not feeling very well. So give it a go. Let me know how you get on. I know I've had some really positive feedback on the lemon and ginger and garlic mixture that you put a bit of honey in, that we did with you a couple of weeks ago. I've had some really positive feedback on that from personal friends who've messaged me and said, I've made it, we love it, we've been having it, and it's really helped. So I'm grateful to people who have contacted me and let me know how they've got on with that mixture. It would be really interesting to know how you get on with the golden milk recipe. That there's a lot of information online about it. If you just Google it, whatever search engine you use, just to have a look at the recipes, and there's probably a few different recipes for it. That's the one I tend to use. And really, for me, I just wanted to let you know what health benefits are of turmeric. You can look up an in-depth, do your own research, but it does help the immune system. It does help reduce inflammation. I've written them down because I have a terrible old woman's memory. It is good for your heart. It does help reduce joint pain or ease joint pain. It's good for your digestion. It's good for skin complexion. And I found out recently it's very good for your blood pressure, for helping with people with high blood pressure. So I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a doctor. Please do your own research. Please speak to your own healthcare provider before you try anything, because you could have a condition that some of these ingredients don't mix very well with. You could have medication from the doctor that means you can't have these ingredients. So yeah, please do your research, contact your doctor first before you try these things. And if you can try them and you're good to go, let me know how you get on with them. Very quick video today. I don't want to drive you mad with all the snuffling and the coughing, and it's not pleasant for you. So it's just a quick one today, folks, and just to say thank you for being with me. And I hope to see you again, hopefully tomorrow, all being well with this. Who knows? I'm taking a day at a time at the moment. So get well if you're not feeling so well. Get well soon. Take care. God bless. And I'll catch you again tomorrow. Bye for now.